All right, there we go. Ta-da!
Take two.
Take two. We forgot to put the microphones on.
Oops.
Good morning and welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
And mine's hiding under my, uh-oh. Take that sentence again. Mine is, my bags are all falling over and pulling on my yarns. Mine's hiding under my sweater. We'll see how that goes. This is the Juniper crop, by the way. I know I need to do introductions. I'm getting there. But Juniper crop by Caitlin Hunter. I will get up and show it off maybe later. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. And actually looking okay outside today. Temperate-ish fall, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
You're just like, eh. Hello. How is everybody doing today? It's Tuesday. It's our Monday. So, whoa. I just saw all the stuff she has. I have stories about my weekend and my cat, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make people wait to the end of the episode to hear those if we even have time. So, because check-in, and you go first for check-in. I am not going to distract from that.
So, this weekend...
Oh, I want to try something. Nope.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work here. I probably have to... So, sorry. Squirreling. I discovered on Facebook Live, and like when I'm video timing someone, I can make, like, I make this symbol and hearts appear out of it, and it goes whoop, and the thumbs up, but not when you're just filming. That's okay. Y'all have to FaceTime me or come to Facebook Live to figure that out and see that. This weekend, yes?
This weekend, I redid, Sunday. I did it all on Sunday. Not even the whole weekend.
I know. You were like, it's totally getting, your hair's totally getting caught in your mic. Apologies if that goes, but might not.
And it's all one color.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
There we go. It's like electric blue with
and
bits
so
of light blue.
you spun this yourself.
I did.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
You did not dye it. You got it, but you spun it yourself.
Yep.
It just wants to be in front.
So I did that.
You also dyed your hair to pretty much match it, which is really cool.
Yes.
It's like a blue-black that she dyed her hair. Like, it just looks cool.
I found a spot that didn't get dyed. It's like that big. And it was like, what? It was when I was braiding. I pull it out.
Did you braid it in so no one can see it?
Yeah, it's all braided in. But it was like light blonde, that big. And I was like...
Yes, Liz is a natural blonde. No one believes it.
Hey, yeah. So I did that. Mm-hmm. I redid my fingernails. They're purple. But sometimes they look green. It's the coolest nails ever. And then...
Are those City Street or are
these
they...
are Color Street.
Color Street.
Yeah. And then... I started spinning this on Friday.
You're spinning at the shop, right?
Yes.
She's got an electric spinner she brings to the shop. It's really cool.
I started spinning on Friday until my battery died. And so, anyway, yesterday afternoon, I finished the second ply of it. And then I plied everything last night. And this one's chain plied because it was whatever was left over from spinning these two together.
And most of those words mean only a little to me because I'm starting to learn about spinning and plying and chaining. And we do not sell those supplies at our shop. We sometimes have roving from local dyers.
Yeah. And last week also, I'm just getting it all out. So... week before last, I was like, ooh, this color doesn't work well with this color in my sweater.
It looks like they would, but then when she was knitting with it, it was like,
So I spun this and plied it, and I started putting it in on one of the days last week. I can't even remember. And
that looks so pretty.
Very, very much more noticeable. So,
and I just gotta hold it up again because it's like it's right in here. Yeah. It's like It's more noticeable, but you haven't done that many rows yet. It's
No.
gonna be so banging when
Yeah.
you're further into it.
Yep. So, I accomplished stuff.
Are you done already? Like, we've been
Yeah,
filming
yeah,
for 5 minutes.
I know. I'm quick.
I'm not, apparently. Oh, I wanted to show off some of our new products too, but maybe we can talk about them tomorrow, even though we have limited quantities. Okay, so that's just a cliffhanger again. Okay.
Oh, I forgot that again.
What?
What we wanted to show, or what you wanted to show off.
I put them online though. We got new products from Coconuts. We got these little like.
Oh.
What else did you think?
I was thinking something completely different. Never mind.
What were you thinking?
The bags.
We talked about the bags last week.
But I keep forgetting to bring mine into.
Oh, well, by the way, and Liz's bag is not up online because we're out of it. But the little ones, the pouches and all the other bags we have are in the online shop. People already started buying them this weekend. So we have limited quantities. But if you like any of these patterns and styles from the Maika bags, either buy them to show us you like them or tell us what styles you like and what prints you'd rather have them in. And if you don't want them, don't get them. It's all good. Or don't tell us that, you know. I mean, you can. But, you know, it's not going to change what we do. So, oh, look at you go. So, explain what you're doing right now before I dive into my stuff, because someone is going to ask, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yes.
So, this is a nitty knotty, and when you take...
It's got one bar that goes this way and one bar that goes this way. So they're at like 90 degrees to each other.
And taking my yarn off of these, my bobbins, it just goes up and over and down and around and up and over and down and around.
And then you can get a cute twist,
and
like
then,
the twist
yes.
behind us on the wall, right? So that's how some people take the yarn they've made and put them into the twists you see on the wall. So I just wanted to make that clear. And we do not sell the nitty knotties. Maybe someday. I don't know. But yeah, you always have all the stuff we don't have here.
I know.
She has stuff we have here too. It's all good. It's all fun.
I keep looking
right?
through all of the notions carriers that we have going, hey, do they have? No.
Mm-hmm. So let me start with the non-sweater, pretty much the only non-sweater thing I'm going to show off today, because then I'll show off the sweaters and I'll put them on barber cords and I'll put them on. We have a baby shower we're going to on Saturday, so we are actually closing the shop. We're hoping around 3:30 on Saturday. We're closing early on Saturday. I put that in the newsletter yesterday because we have a baby shower to go to. And I am almost done with my baby blanket. Yay!
Yay! Oh, it looks so pretty.
I am through my 9 repeats of the center texture section. This is Piece of Home by 5410 Studio. And after the 9 repeats of a ding, 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 it has you do one more. So it's a ding, dang, ding, dang, ding, dang. And then you have one. They have you do one more ding. And then there's stockinette, and then there's seed stitch at the top. So I just have the one set of. I've done one of 3 rows to give a little more texture at the top. And then I have 8 stockinette rows with a seed stitch border. And then I have a certain number of seed stitch rows. I'm hoping I can knock this out at virtual sit and stitch tonight. And then this is done. Woo! So let's go over virtual sit and stitch tonight since I just mentioned it.
Okay.
It's Tuesday. We'll have virtual sit and stitch tonight on Zoom from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, and you get in with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
And we'll just see how much the microphone picks that up. I don't think it will, but we'll see. It's fine. It's going to want to go back.
I know.
So anyway, this is Hot Cakes. It is basically the Encore fiber distribution from Plymouth, which is 75% acrylic, 25% wool. And I have this much left. I balled off so that when I joined my new skein of yarn, which is right here, I'll put my finger, it's right here. so that the color sequence would be matching. It's a little bit of a thicker maroon in there, but the color sequence is pretty much matching in the stripes.
Don't worry, the hole that she just poked through will be fixed when she weaves her ends in.
I haven't woven my ends in yet, so yes. So that still shows. But I would imagine, just like I thought, I'll weigh when I'm done and try to let you know if I remember. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have like a half skein. I think a skein and a half is about what yardage it said it would take to make this size blanket. But I am loving that because it is non-traditional baby colors for my friend. So this is the Jupiter Crop by Caitlin Hunter. It kind of fits into our autumn make-along because our autumn make-along, is top-down colorwork yoke sweaters. The yoke is this part up here, but there's colorwork all throughout this, which is really fun. And it's meant to be even shorter, which with dresses is fine, but I made it longer so I can wear it with pants too. I'm going to take it off so I can show you how my yokes are going on my other sweaters. I keep thinking about eggs every time I say that, but it's not eggs.
Well, and that one, I was looking at it just a second ago. If you just did the color work to the green in the yoke.
To like sleeve separation, basically.
To sleeve separation, you could have just a yoke.
A top color work sweater. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you didn't want to do all the color work.
Right. So, I am through the color work. I had all my classes for the yoke top part section. The last one was this Saturday. I am through the color work on my Mountain Mist hat because I keep calling it the hat because I kept making the hats first. I'm through the color work on my Mountain Mist sweater because it's a short color work section. I have a bunch of more rows to go though before I'm at sleeve separation, which is what all of this weekend's classes are about. But I'd like to show you how this is going. The rest of my sweater, this is in Friday Harbor. The rest of my sweater is going to be the Capers green color. I think it's going to be just gorgeous. I'm going to get this on barber cords for y'all. I might be ripping back a whole bunch of my Koivua, but I think I'm going to be happier if I do that. I'll show y'all in a second. So, while I'm doing this, we have a cool product I want to show off tomorrow on the show. It is the Maker's Clips from Coconuts. And when I was writing the newsletter, I went to their site, and there's so many different things. They're like, use the Maker's Clips on your craft caddy.
Ooh.
And have stitch markers at the ready. And it's a piece of silicone with 2 magnets, and you can clip it on, so it can clip like a pencil. They're on our online website if you go to like Notions and Coconuts, if you want to take a look before we show them off tomorrow. But like you can use them to organize your cords and things. Like so many, they come in a set of 2. It's magnetic like everything else from Coconuts. There's so many things you can use them for. They're just cute, and they come in different colors. So I'm excited about that those came in. We're just testing them out, just like these bags, the Maika bags. So we'll just see. But sleeve separation is going to be using these barber cords as well. And I am just totally taking these off my needles, which means I'm going to have to remember which needles go with which projects. But I think I can. Okay. I have my Mountain Mist completely. See how fast that was? That would have taken me the rest of the episode if I was using, like, just slipping my stitches over 1 at a time or 2 at a time. When it's carefully done, it is fantastic. So I think when I did these on virtual sit and stitch this weekend, which went really well, by the way, and when our next virtual Sunday sit and stitch is probably going to be in November. It's probably going to be November 12th. Because October is just crazy. There's a lot going on. So, okay. Mountain Mist. Here we go. Get it over my little top knot there. Look how pretty! Blue Ridge Mountain colors. We've got, I want to say ivory, not Pebble Beach, but it's blue coral and pebble something or other, and yeah, it's the 2 tealy blues we have on our online shop. Look, that's coming over my shoulders now. That's going to be so pretty. I'm so excited about that. The rest of this is going to be Capers Green, and I just think it's going to be stunning.
Sunday, somebody said that it looked like a flower when you have it laid out, and I saw the picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, it does.
It's like, da-da! It's floppy, so it's hard to fully lay it out, but that's what the yoke looks like. Like, it's the most fun to take pictures of yokes like this before you separate sleeves when you can put them out in a big circle. It's really fun. So that is one of my sweaters, and that goes with this set of needles. And I got out I'm missing one of my barber cord sets, but I'm going to hopefully use a third one. I'm going to use the orange one. I think I have a long orange cord in here. This orange one could be what I use for this sweater, but the shorter barber cords that come, it's three in a set. There's I didn't get it on the barber cord yet, and it's starting to fall off. There's 2 30-inch and 1 60-inch, and when stitches fall off your needle like this, I used to say, don't scream and yell and don't pull anything and you'll be okay. And now I say scream and yell as loud as you want to, just don't pull anything. Get the energy out, just don't get it out in your hands or else things get worse.
The not pulling on anything is much more important.
Yes. And I think getting the energy out is actually very important. So I'm like, just go, ah! I know that's going to burst that thing, but just don't pull. Just keep things nice and calm in your hands. Minimal motion. All right, so this is the Goldwing by Jennifer Steingass. I picked one. I have 3 pattern writers that I focused in on for the autumn make-along. And I tried to do 1 sweater by each pattern writer. But I gave other options online. And you can do any of them and come show them off on virtual sit and stitch. People are doing lots of different things in the classes too. But sit and stitch time is not instruction time. So it's more just kind of sharing and learning from each other. It's not necessarily asking me all the questions. It's hard to be like, don't ask me any questions because questions will arise. It's like our classes on Saturday. I wanted to be like, please, I need a break in the afternoon. But they needed some help in the afternoon. So it's not like you can't get help, but it's one of those, if it's going to be really intense, I'm going to say, let's schedule something. All right, I already have this on my barber cords. And this one, I have just gotten to where the color dominance shifts. It has these ferny looking, wheat looking things popping up in one color and then popping down in the other color. So the color dominance, what you want to have popping, what you want to hold in your left hand shifts. And let's see, where's the back? Here's the back. So there's not much that has that has swapped out yet, but I'm at that point, and I'm trying to make this wide enough. But look at that! I like that I've gotten to that part.
That's pretty.
And it's going to mirror image on the way back out, where this pattern is going to be an orange over the teal, and then the rest of the sweater is going to be teal. So as much as I've loved working with the orange as the background color, it won't be for the main part of the sweater. So this is not necessarily a full indication of how the whole sweater is going to look, but isn't that looking pretty? Now my objective is to get all of these to sleeve separation by this weekend. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. But especially because this last one, my Koivua, has been in a little bit of a mini timeout because I was working on all the others, and I picked it up last night and went, you know what? The contrast color is the color changing, but the design I want to pop within this that I've been a little bit like, I don't know if it's showing up enough, is the veins of the leaves. Like that's the main color. But I think I want to hold it in my contrast color hand to make it pop. So I think I'm going to back a lot of this out, but I'm going to show y'all how it looks first. And then once I back it out and redo it, y'all can tell me if it looks better or not, or if it looks the same and I wasted my time, but I'm probably going to do it anyway. So,
well, sometimes it's fun to see, hey, does it,
Like
make a difference.
before I rip this out, I probably will take a few more close-up shots of it so I can compare. But I'm almost done with this top color work. I'll show you when I put it on where I'm probably going to rip it back to. Look at these floats on the back. Isn't that cute? It's its own like prettiness. The floats on the back of color work. When they look all bunched up, but then you spread it out and you see, oh, that's just going to breathe. That's what you want. You want your floats to breathe and not pull super tight, because blocking can only solve, I've had this conversation both in classes and out of classes, blocking can only solve so much if your floats are super tight. All right, almost there. Almost there. And then I just have to redistribute evenly over. I just can't believe how fast it goes with barber cords. Sometimes the barber cord will pull off my needle, and that is a little bit of a panicky moment. But when the barber cords work, and I've seen so many people coming out with their own version of barber cords.
Yeah.
We stick with the middle size, this size of cord, we stick with the originals. The woman in Finland, the knitting barber who came up with them, because she's a barber by day, and she develops knitting products and is a knitter at night. That's where the name comes from. We stick with her original product and not any copies. We're looking to develop our own for bigger stuff, but we're not there yet. So.
And by bigger stuff, we
bigger
mean
needles.
Bigger.
Yeah, sorry, bigger needles.
Yeah.
Thank you for raising the clarification point.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
Here we go. All right, so, oh, look at that. It's so pretty.
Oh, wow.
It's so pretty, but I think I'm going to like these leaves. I think they're going to pop more if I'm, like, I feel like some of these stitches are buried. The ones for the white, like, they show up on camera. But I think they're a little bit buried. Like, see, when the sweater's done, this collar is going to stretch out a little bit. I think they're more buried than I'd like them to be, so I am going to try, I'm going to rip back to here, which some people might be absolutely shocked by, but for me that's fun.
Well, and I think for,
Like,
with the
to
whole
right
idea
here.
of color dominance, because that sweater is such a color-heavy sweater, having
The color
white
dominance is
pop
gonna shift,
might
yeah.
be a little bit, yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. That's
I kind of like these collars. I saw someone who was making just scarf collars, or like, it was like, this is how big the whole piece is. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like it. So this is my last one that I'm probably going to rip out. Not all of it, just some of the color work. And now everything's on barber cords, and I'll fix that probably this afternoon, because I have a lesson this morning. But I had 2 quick stories to tell you. No Peter Parker, no mouse stories, but I have 2 cat stories that I think are entertaining, at least somewhat. And Liz has heard one of them, but not the other. Liz has heard the more horrible one.
and it was horrible.
It was so horrible. Yesterday morning, go to Instagram and watch my reel and my pictures, and that's the last time that mug has been in one piece, and the coffee in it is in one, was drinkable.
Was in one piece.
So I'm giving away where the story is going, but put my coffee down on my TV tray table where I set up my computer for sit and stitch, where I do a lot of stuff when I'm sitting at my couch in the living room. And I needed a pen to write a check to one of the yarn companies, so I started to clean up to find the pen, and why not clean more of the living room while I'm there? And the cat comes running down the stairs, because he's kind of like, what you doing? You're in a place you're not usually in, and you're doing things I don't usually see you doing. And he jumps onto the TV tray table where the coffee is. And he's, good 14, 15 pounds. Like, I haven't weighed him recently, but he's in there. He's hefty. And the tray table is not the most sturdy of things, so it rocks. And I hear the coffee go like this, and I'm just like, uh-oh. And I kind of went, and turned around and tried to calm down and keep the cat there and grab my coffee. And the reaction to me turning around and gasping, my cat jumped this way. And the TV tray table went that way. And the coffee started sliding off the back end of it. And I was like it was like those, disaster, everything slows down, and like there was a moment where everything was just hanging, and I was like, I can grab the coffee. I know I can get it. I can save this. And I missed my moment. I couldn't. It was happening too fast. No. And it was headed right for the couch. And it hit the couch. Like, again, this is one of my bigger mugs. It's like the, I would use my Scorpio mug. It's like the Rebecca mug where I'm knitting on the cover of it that my sister got me. I've had the Scorpio one for years. I hardly ever use it in morning meditation, but it was big because I was like, I need a lot of coffee today. I had taken 2 sips out of it. I had just reheated it before this all happened. And it went, and it bounced. I didn't even see what happened, but like I heard things, and I imagine what happened is it bounced off and so, for the coffee. And then it flipped the other way and hit the TV tray table legs and ended up on the floor. And I also heard things breaking.
No.
And on the way down, it also flipped around and hit. I was wearing pajama pants. And one leg got soaked from the knee down with just reheated coffee. Did not get burned. But it was just like, I was yelling and screaming and no and what. And the cat ran away and hid. And I'm looking down at the ground, and there's coffee on the ground, and there's coffee. Like, it's hardwood floors, but there's coffee on the area rug, and there's coffee on the couch. Like, the cushion I sit on is completely a different dark color because it's super saturated with coffee. And the pillow that I knit a cover for a long time ago that is sewn on and doesn't come off is covered in coffee. And the skirt at the bottom of the couch has coffee on it, and the other cushion and the back cushion. I was just like, what just happened? It was horrible. It was just, and I picked up the mug of coffee, which no longer had a handle. And there wasn't even a mouthful of coffee left in it. Like, every last drop, maybe 2 drops left in it, had spilled all over my living room.
It was so horrible that after she got the stuff in the laundry, she called me.
I did.
And I was up only because the Amber Alert had gone off.
Yeah. Well, you're reminding me that it also got on one of the blankets. It's like a sweatshirt type material blanket. The blanket, which I haven't washed in ages. It was just, it's an IKEA couch. Yeah. I was like, she texted back to someone on a group chat, and I'm like, oh, good, you're up.
You want to FaceTime? And I'm like, okay.
And I've never actually laundered any parts of my... It's IKEA, so the covers come off. I unzipped them. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to... Like, it could have been even worse. Somehow the coffee had not gotten through. I think there was some Scotch Guard protection on the covers. It had not gotten through to the cushions of the couch.
Awesome.
And that's awesome. So there are small miracles here. I cleaned up the floor as best I could. I tried to soak the coffee off the parts of the couch I couldn't put in the washing machine. The covers, when I took them off, the cushions underneath were not soaked in coffee, which is great. The cushions said, don't wash, don't dry, dry clean. Like, don't put in the dryer. And I was like, this couch is over 10 years old.
It's an Ectorp, right?
Yes. I got the fancier covers, though. But still, I was like, it's old enough. I'm going to wash on cold water. I'm going to put in the dryer on only medium heat for 30 minutes at a time, for only short periods of time. They fit back on. They've never looked cleaner. I washed the 2 seats and the one back. They're new. The rest of the couch is still a horrible mess, but... Could have been so much worse. My phone did not fall off the counter and smash. My new phone that we're filming on. My knitting didn't get any coffee on it. So there are small miracles here. But I just looked at it going, what? It was a morning. It was just, yeah. I got things as under control as I could. I dealt with it as best I could. But I had a moment where I just wanted to, like, burn my house down. Or just move out and leave it there. You know.
I'm going to have to do that because on my way out of the house this morning.
Did you see a spider?
There's a spider that lives in the tree right next to the porch.
Yeah.
And I look up as I'm walking out, and I'm like, I see you there. And Bernie goes, who are you talking to? And I'm like, the spider that's right there. And the spider left as soon as I said that.
He's
so
like,
I don't know where it went. And Bernie's like, there's nothing there. I'm like, it moved. I know it was there. Like,
well, I hope you don't have to burn your house down. But so the second story with my cat has to do with my earbuds.
Oh.
My brand new earbuds that I have with me because I think I have with me. Do I?
You don't trust your cat.
I don't trust my cat anymore. So these. Because last night, as I'm doing something, or maybe it was in the morning actually, I think it was in the morning when I was filming, he knocked this off the table. And I said, don't do that. So I picked it up and I put it on the other side of the table, thinking it was safe. And I went into the filming station this morning.
Yeah.
And this was on the floor, open. So he'd knocked it off. And I could only find one of them. And I just bought these, and they're not cheap for what I spend money on. And so I could see what had happened the night before. He had knocked them off the table. They had popped out of their case where they charge, and I was looking all around. I could only find one of them. I feel like the lid is looser now. I don't know if it was this. It was probably this loose before, and I'm looking at them like, did you eat the other one? They are this big, right? As I could only find one, and I'm moving things around, and I'm looking under. There's a lot of stuff in my filming room. It's a hot mess, but there's not that. There's boxes under where the desk is, and there's boxes, and I'm like, it's not around the boxes. It's not behind. What is going on? And I'm like, how much time do I want to spend on this?
Yeah.
And then I remembered that one of the last times I used these, when I stuck them back in, if they don't go in just right, they're still connected to my phone.
Yeah.
And so I said, what are the chances? So the one I had, I locked into this because that means it's off. And I opened my phone up and I looked at the Bluetooth, and it's Back Bay is the name of them. It said Back Bay connected. And I was like, okay, here we go. I'm going to see if this works. I turned my music on, and I turned it up as high as it would go.
That's genius, actually.
And I listened, and I'm like, oh. And I pulled this one out too to see how loud it would be. And the cat is under the desk because I've been digging around under the desk, and the cat starts going like this, and I'm like, it's under there. So I moved the other ear pod out to the other room, and I got under my desk and I listened. And there was this like, and I'm like, where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Where I ended up finding it was I have an old printer under that desk.
Uh-huh.
And at the back, so I think the cat had been like chasing it around. At the very back of the tray where the paper goes is where I found my earbud. So I found it. He did not eat my earbud.
Thank goodness.
And I did feel pretty smart with coming up with that.
That is
if it's still charged, I was like, it's been out all night. It might not be charged anymore. But I'm like, if it's still charged, I might be able to find it. It's like calling your phone, right? I was like, let's turn the music up as loud as possible. So I listened to like little squeaky voices trying to sing Hamilton and found my earbud. I mean, it's not the AirPods, right? I found my earbud. So those are my stories about my cat. And now I'm like, I need to keep this with me at all times because
he's going to
like I'm surprised I even could find this again.
And it's got the little plastic covers, which once he figures that out.
Oh God, he might eat the little rubber things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is going to stay somewhere super safe and not out in the open from here on out. All right. So we already mentioned that tonight is virtual sit and stitch. We will see you all tomorrow for the VSC. Tomorrow's a special day.
Yes, it is.
And what was it? We're going to tell you more about it tomorrow, but the 22nd was the day that we moved over. We shut down the shop and started the small shop and started carting everything over here. We'd been open for 2 years, and we've been in this space for 4 years. The 22nd, which was what was that, Friday?
It was a Sunday.
No, what? No. But what day was it this year?
Saturday. Friday or Saturday.
It was something like that. Was the day we shut down. We were like, yay, celebration of. Tomorrow's the day we managed to get the shop back open again. Like, the year Liz is talking about, 2019, we shut down on a Sunday, and we tried to get back open by that Friday. And it was a challenge. And we were only moving across the plaza. But tomorrow's the day we actually opened our doors back up to the public. And we've been in this spot for 4 years, so it's very exciting. But
some of the public kept trying to come in before.
Yeah, they kept trying to like see how we were doing, but I just want to look.
Don't you need help? No.
Anyway, we need to go get ready for the day. We need to pull a lot of orders. Thank you to everyone who's ordered from us over the past few days and weekend and everything after the virtual sit and stitch. We don't have Carol this week. She is off having really fun adventures. So we will get she takes packages to the post office for us. So we'll get packages to the post office when we can. Thank you all for your patience. And we will see you tomorrow. So say your end thing even though you're tying.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff. I managed to nitty-knotty all of my yarn, so.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, like all those big cakes at the beginning, the big bobbins. Thank you, my language is. That's so cool. Okay, we have to go pull orders and set up for the day. So we will see you later. Bye.